So, just to show you something, good old Chevy Silverado 4.8. So my dad had electrical problems charging. Basically, battery was dead, wasn't getting a charge, whatever, it was dying. The voltmeter on the dash said it was getting about like 8-9 volts. So we were looking into it, and just to show some of you Chevy guys to check these boxes, because this one fried. It sits right on this bracket down here, right next to the alternator, right there. But this one, his fried, melted the cable and everything, burnt the cable. But something I didn't know, I thought they kind of got rid of these, but this cable, if you read that, is a fuseable link. So basically this cable acts as a fuse, and it went. So, and then the other thing is I'm kind of in the light, unfortunately. This end got kind of fried or burnt up a bit, so I'm gonna go get my wire wheel and my drill and clean that up, because I didn't want to pull the whole cable from starter all the way through. Plus, this will work just fine. This cable's not burnt, it's not fried, it doesn't have corrosion, so it's good. So I'm gonna clean it up, get it all put back together. But I got two nice ones out of the junkyard. I got both of those for $11. So I got one for a spare, because it is a fusible link, just in case if it does fuck up again. And if it does fuck up again, it'll probably melt this box. So I got two. And then that connector, as long as it doesn't get to the wire, we can just clean that connector up. So I cleaned it up already. So this has a little tab. It goes in and then drops down, and then this little tab down here locks it in. So that's the lock-in location, and this is that slip-in tab. And then these just go into these sides. So you just slide it in like up, like this, drop it down, clip it. You'll probably close the lid, pop the lid open, and then you're gonna wanna bring this connector up, like so, into its spot. Kind of like that. And then I don't leave this connected and then just slip that on, because you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of concaved. So this side's protruding out and this side's caved in, just the way it was mounted. So, and that's the alternator one. So I'm gonna go like this, put the part that's protruding out here, and that way when it tightens, it should kind of try to flatten it back down a bit. Now I'm not going to tighten this all the way. I'm just putting this on so the cable end doesn't come off while I'm messing with it. Loose. You don't have to worry about this because it pivots. And come down here, put it on the terminal end, get it in position. Boom, like so. I don't know if, sorry. I was trying to see what I was doing, not paying attention to focus. But essentially, it comes up here onto your end on the alternator, down to there. That's already on. And this, you take your nut for this, and you get it on there. And this one is a 17 millimeter nut. And this one up here is a 10 millimeter. So come over here, grab those tools, it's on the right direction, and my 17 millimeter. So I know this wrench is in the right way because I know the orientation. See how it's kind of trying to lift the wire at the same time. I kind of keep pressure on the wire so that way it doesn't stretch or turn this end of the cable to put more tension on the wire. Keep that down as you tighten it because it will pull up and kind of tweak the wire this way, and it's going to put a lot of tension on it. You don't want that. So tighten that up. Grab this, tighten it. Just decently, doesn't have to be crazy tight, just snug. A little more than snug, but yeah, just so it doesn't come out for vibrations and stuff. And then pull this wire sheathing back up, close it, push your wire sheathing back to it, so that way it's nice and protected. See that moves? If this won't close, it's most likely this wire sheathing is in between the door. That's why I pull it up, close it, and then push it back. And then connect your battery and start it up. But I think that's pretty much it. So I might come back with a clip of inside the truck and the voltmeter gauge and make sure it's working. Alright, well, I figure I might as well just show you. But I had to stop recording because it took me my two hands to get in this tight space. One to hold the wire and one to tighten it. But it is tight. Good. That one's already been connected, so I don't have to mess with that. I heard the blip from the aftermarket alarm system that was fucking in here. It does absolutely fucking nothing. But we're gonna check this voltmeter right up here, this one in the top right corner. Kick on, we got power. Boom. Sitting right just barely above 14. That means we're finally getting good connection and we're sending a charge back to the battery.